So we're here to talk through this Japanese sums puzzle by JinHoo Ahn called High Five. You can see these 5 over question mark clues in each column that drive a lot of the theme. We're going to start instead though with the row clues, and we're going to see we've got 3 question marks. So that's going to be 3 cells that are filled with digits with 2 gaps, and 5, 4, 3, also 3 clues, but just enough space with the gaps to put them in like this. In this bottom case, we can actually assign numbers to these, and that may help us actually do some more of the clues. Well, one thing we can do is actually now think about these column clues. For instance, this first clue, we've got a 5, which is going to need to fill the role of the question mark, so this 5 at the top has to be a sum of 2 digits. Over here we have, for instance, the 5 question mark. The 5 is going to be in the top cells, and the bottom cell will be filled, and that's also true for this column. And having marked those in, notice that 1 and 2 both have to be single spaces, so we can actually mark these and put this in. That may help us make some other progress. This 7 can be 2 cells. It actually has to be at least 2 cells. It can be as large as 3 cells, can't be larger than that, so that fills in the space. That now limits a single 5 in this cell and a single 5 in this cell. Question mark 6 is going to need to have a 2 cell sum with a 1 cell space, so once we've marked this in the edge, it's not possible, so that puts this in as a 1. This 5 and this column need to be 2 cells long, so this now helps us get a lot of what's left in place. So we have a 1, 2, 4 sum with a 2 at the bottom of this column. 1 with 4 or 4 with 1 is how this is going to work, but there's already a 1 in this row, so this is 4, this is 1. We now have the last spaces for 2, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, 1 to finish the 5 sums at the top. So a good start to the week, a lot of thinking about these empty rows, the cells that will have to split up the clues to fill in the rows, then essentially like thinking through, do I have a single digit or multi-digit sum, and getting these other markings, particularly recognizing these 1 and 2 clues have to be on alone, that we could get these early in the solve, drove a lot of the finish here. So all this tracking of numbers and shading will be used throughout this week, so hopefully you got some tips and tricks, so we'll get you through the next Japanese sums puzzles to come. Thanks, we'll see you again soon.